you start? A month ago, I lost a career I thought I would be doing for years. Today, I'm sitting here, building a bootleg Lego Jeep, and somehow, between job applications, interviews, and snapping together little plastic pieces, I found myself asking one question over and over again. Will you start? It's a simple question. 3 words. Yet it has been revolving inside my head for quite some time now. Maybe it has been revolving inside yours as well. Not necessarily because you've lost a job like I did. Maybe you're thinking about starting a project, learning a skill, changing careers, taking a chance on something you've been putting off for months or even years. Whatever the reason, most of us eventually find ourselves standing at the beginning of something, wondering whether we should take that first step. So perhaps I should begin by introducing myself. Hi, my name is Willis Lavi. Until about a month ago, I worked as a high school teacher. For years, my life had a rhythm to it. Lesson plans, grading papers, classroom discussions, activities, you know the drill. The familiar chaos that comes with helping young people learn and grow. But then, well, life decided to rewrite the lesson plan. A series of unfortunate circumstances arrived one after another, and before long, I found myself searching for new opportunities and trying to figure out what the next chapter of my life was supposed to look like. It's not a unique story. Everyone struggles in their own way. Different people, different circumstances, different levels of difficulty. But uncertainty is something we all end up facing sooner or later. But that doesn't make it any easier, does it? One thing that still stings is that I never really got to say goodbye to all my students in person. Summer vacation had already started, and before I knew it, that chapter of my life had quietly come to an end. So if you're going through something similar right now, I genuinely hope things improve for you soon. So that brings me back to the question, what will you start? Because for me, I've been trying to find a new stable job. But, no luck so far. Well, not entirely. I do some freelance work here and there, which should help if I was actually paid. But for the most part, I found myself in a strange position. Less money, more uncertainty, and perhaps most surprisingly, more time. Time to think, time to reflect, and time to revisit the things I had forgotten about. Like this bootleg Lego Jeep. I received it as a gift about a year ago. For months, it sat untouched on a bookshelf, collecting dust while I convinced myself I was too busy to build it. And honestly, I'm glad I finally did. When I was a kid, I loved Lego. Well, most of the time. Stepping on the pieces was a painful experience, and losing the pieces was even worse. But there was something magical about watching a pile of random plastic parts slowly become something recognizable in my hands. Somewhere along the way, I forgot how much I enjoyed that feeling. And as I started putting this Jeep together, I realized something. The instructions sure make it look simple. You go step 1, step 2, step 3, keep going until you're done. But life doesn't work like that. Sometimes the pieces go missing. Sometimes you put the wrong piece in the wrong place, and you don't even realize it until much later. Which is where you'll have to undo your progress before you can continue. And sometimes, because this is a bootleg, a piece simply refuses to fit no matter how certain you are that it belongs there. The more I built this thing, the more it felt like an uncomfortable metaphor for my situation. A month ago, I thought I knew what my future looked like. But now I'm rebuilding. Not because I know exactly where every piece goes, certainly not. But because standing still won't build anything. And this Jeep isn't the only thing I've started rebuilding. Making this video is another one. I haven't really edited videos seriously in years, outside of having to make a audiovisual presentation for our graduates last year. You see, back in high school, I used to make anime music videos. 3 of them to be exact. But, copyright claims happened and that hobby quietly disappeared. Now, years later, here I am again. Learning CapCut, trying to understand OBS, and looking at DaVinci Resolve, wondering why every button seems to lead to 3 more buttons that I have to do a Google search for a tutorial just to work out. It's messy, frustrating, and confusing. But it is progress. And progress, well, it doesn't always look impressive when you're in the middle of it. Sometimes, progress is just showing up. Sometimes progress is learning one new thing. Sometimes, progress is finishing a video that nobody might watch. And sometimes, progress is simply starting. That is what this Jeep has reminded me. That is what this channel is reminding me. I don't have everything figured out. I don't have a grand master plan. I don't know exactly where my career is headed. And I don't even know if this channel will succeed. But I do know that doing nothing guarantees nothing changes. So here I am, building a bootleg Lego Jeep, learning how to make videos, trying to rebuild my life one piece at a time. And maybe that's enough for now. So before I end this video, I'd like to leave you all with a small poem. Be it little, be it big, let us savor every win. I have no title, no fortune, no certainty, yet somehow I still choose to grin. For starting is not victory, but victory never comes without the beginning. And so, my audience, I ask you one final time, will you start? Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you'd like to support future projects, you'll find my Ko-fi link in the description below. This is Willis Lobby, still building, still learning, still starting.